phone issues taken care of, our little technical issues, and we are live and going. My name is Bill, aka Obi-Wan, and I am a member of the Mandalorian Mercs Costuming Club. I'm not an officer, but my name is Obi-Wan. Here in the 501st Rebel Legion everywhere, I go by Obi-Wan. So hello, welcome to our channel. We are in the town of Muskegon, Michigan, doing an armor party, which is a gathering of geeks working together, helping each other out, building armor, learning lessons from each other, sharing stories, and basically having get-togethers, fellowship, and fun while talking nerdy stuff. I am joined by my clone, Obi-2, and he will be talking. We will also be doing some interviews with various folks of officers from the clan and other things like that. So from here, I will pop in, but I will tell you that feel free to ask any questions in the chat, and we will do our best to respond to you. Sure hope that some of you guys join us on this little trip and enjoy the armor party.
I got a quick question for you for mic hooking up and stuff. Because it has a clip, I'm thinking about just clipping it on the end of that.
So be it.
All right.
Or just clip it onto that.
It's a long stick.
Okay. All right. So what we've got here, just to kind of show you, we have a couple blasters that we will work on finishing while we're here today.
Yep. You can see here I have mine in all the pieces. I went through and marked things where I could see visible print lines or VPLs. There's a bunch of them that I will need to take care of before I do final paint and weathering. Once that stuff is taken care of, then I will be able to include this in my Mando Mercs kit for full approval and during official troops.
Okay. So some of the tools that we have on hand, the ever-present Bondo glazing and spot putty. This is a fun one if you're doing weathering and you want to simulate dirt. Add a little bit of cinnamon. I have all sorts of paint pens. We have different types of glues. I'm sure I've got E6000. Look at that. So a lot of our favorite things there. Over here, this is another fun thing that will be done at armor parties, is people will show off their helmets of their completed kits or their work in progress helmets. I also have a bunch of stuff that I'm trying to offload because I've been doing this for years. And so I've got different extra fabrics, blasters, and components and whatnot.
Like, for example, we have a bunch of Sintra here. One of these is enough to make a full chest and back plate setup. So, and I'm trying to sell it for like 15 bucks a piece. Words are hard. I had to buy a full 4x8 sheet, so 4 foot by 8 foot. I needed 2 square feet.
Yeah, he needed about 2x2.
I needed 2x2
for what he needed,
not 4x8. So I'm trying to get rid of the rest of it.
Yep. So we bought 6mm Sintra, which is the far thicker, much stronger, sturdier. His old one was 3mm, and we had a little snap edge at an event, and so he's also going to be fixing things and going to be replacing that.
Yep.
So I do see a bunch of people on. We're glad to have you. Please feel free to drop in chat where you're from. We'd love to hear from you. And again, if you have any questions at all about the application process to join the Mandalorian Mercs in particular, I can talk a little bit about the 501st because I've had multiple kits approved in the 501st. And if you ask any questions at all about how to get a kit done or anything in the process, please drop us a line, right? I love to make this interactive.
One funny thing here that we can show off here.
Yep.
This hot plate. This hot plate serves one very specific reason: shaping armor, which is why there's all of this film and residue on it. So what we do is we turn this on, we get it nice and hot, and then we take our flat piece of plastic, place it on top, let it get nice and hot, and then pry it up with something flat while wearing leather gloves. Go up to the person that's going to be wearing it, and then
put that hot piece of plastic on them, and that's how we heat form it to their bodies. There you go.
When you do it, be very careful with your thumbs, because if you press in with your thumbs, you're going to create an indent that needs to be taken care of later, which is a pain to do.
Yep.
And you have to fix that with a heat gun.
All right, so these I'll be showing later. I've been doing some stuff that will be going on YouTube Shorts, but these are a couple different examples of two completely different ways to get rid of VPLs. So we will be showing that if there's time.
Yeah.
And it's an armor party, so there's always food.
Yep. These were misscaled prints, so we
donated them to the visual cause to show things for future videos.
Yep.
Right. Again, I'm welcoming new folks that are hopping on. We're really glad to have you guys here. Please drop a line. Let us know where you're from in the country or around the world. And if you have any questions at all about an armor party, drop us a line. I'd love to chat. Love to make this interactive. In the meantime, we'll kind of walk around. So this thing here is really cool. This is a multi-day armor party. And they have more than enough space. We're on a property in Michigan. So people are camping out, hanging out for Friday, Saturday, Sunday. It's a really good time. This right here is a beautiful thing. Hello, I see somebody from New York City. All right, so this, oh, I love that they did this. This is a homemade one. Dress form. They made this out of duct tape. And that way you can make your kit and do it on the dress form. And that is specifically your shape. Very, very good plan. I did that. Tried to do that once, but we never took it all the way, and I love to see it in action. It is a wonderful way to do this. So I see Masood. Hello. Salam alaikum. And so welcome to our event. I see a William, a Liam. Hello. So other fun things about the Mandos is we actually have the freedom to make our kits our way and to color them our way. So you will see all sorts of color combinations and whatnot. And this gentleman is doing some work on a vest, and I'll go to him later, but he's got an epic backplate that I want to talk about later. So from there, you will also see somebody working on a droid. We're having good conversations around the fire and working on other things. A chest plate. And the never-ending effort to get rid of VPLs.
Funny thing.
I see 3.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Lots of Londo.
We have 2 of those over there. So.
Oh nice.
Spickies.
Hello.
You want to give us your name? Maybe do you hold a role in the Mercs?
Yeah. I go by E. Kelbane on the forums. But yeah, I'm a Verilure, which is the XO, the like executive officer for the state. And so I do mainly like the finances, merchandise, a bunch of miscellaneous tasks as needed, and just kind of working with the clan leader. Oh, sorry, working with the clan leader to come up with ways to improve how we do things. So
excellent.
Yeah.
And this is a new armor plate for a new build that you're working on, right?
Yes. So.
Oh yeah. Take the mic.
Oh, yep. So, yep. This is some post-imperial plates, chest plates. Still working on smoothing them out. It takes forever.
And I noticed on the backside, you have connections.
Yeah. So.
Oh, that's brilliant.
So
Show me this. This is new.
Yeah, this one kind of had
HK 7355. Is that your number? Or is that the vendor that made this?
No. That's the vendor.
Awesome. I haven't seen that before. I like that.
Yeah, and then like you can just align it here. Then it helps you align it for when you then kind of glue it together.
That's brilliant. And what do we have up in here?
Honestly, I'm not sure. I'll have to look back through the listing. But.
Looking at this, I think there's a gap.
Yeah.
So it looks like you could probably run straps. So you could probably do like a loop in there, so you could for like attaching to vests or other stuff like that for strapping.
Excellent.
Sounds good.
And I also see what almost looks like built-in indents on the back.
For magnets.
Flip that for magnets.
Oh, yes.
So this is pre-prepped for rare earth magnets, which is absolutely brilliant. I have never heard of this maker before. I'm going to look back on that myself because I want to check out that maker. So props to HK 7335. Beautiful. I must know more.
Yeah.
Okay.
New vendor to check out.
So another thing that I see here that folks will want to know about is JB Weld. Okay, there are lots of different types. I'm used to having it in the tube. It's a 2-part thing that you put together. And so you were epoxying your knees for, tell me why?
So I don't know if this is going to work, but I'm trying to add more strength to the knees because it's pretty flimsy. I'm paranoid about it breaking, so I'm just trying to layer it with some JB Weld. Who knows if it'll work? But
One idea that you could do is, in addition to that, if you got like a screen, that you do for like
A
a
window.
window or something, and you add that
bug
in
screen.
as like backing material, so that your JB Weld will permeate through that, and then give you some extra rigidity. Basically fiberglass again
awesome.
with
And
JB Weld.
I have also done that with UV Cure resin, which I have here.
Yes.
Okay.
I also have some of that too.
So then what you do, and we're outdoors, so you got to be maybe take it inside of the shed,
Definitely.
but you paint that on the inside, then you take it out to the sunlight and put that UV Cure, especially if you're using like the ABS like, not the brittle resin, but the
Yep.
ABS like, then that is a phenomenal way to give yourself the rigidity. I absolutely recommend it. I'll tell you for myself,
Yeah.
I buy original trilogy knees because we're allowed to mix and match.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
because I have used ABS kits from 501st makers, so like because I have a 3D printed set of knees that I took a knee on, it
Yeah.
broke.
Oh.
And so I ended up buying a classic OT original trilogy era knee
Oh, I
in
see.
vacuum formed ABS,
Yep.
so that I could take a knee on it. So that's just a billism.
Yep,
But
yep.
I fully comprehend your paranoia about breakages.
Yeah, yep.
It is a real problem.
But yeah, with the UV resin, I actually did that to help smooth out the 3D print lines. Mm-hmm. So yeah, here's like the raw print, and then
Yep.
this like didn't take much sanding at all.
Oh,
I need to
yeah.
do another layer. I'm kind of starting to punch through the resin, but it's a really quick and easy way to take a 3D print and then get it to a workable state.
Yep.
So is that what material is that originally? Is it
PETG.
PTG.
Yeah, because it has a higher deformation point, so it'll take more heat to get it to deform.
Deform in your
Yeah.
armor bin when you're taking it to and from a troop,
Yep.
etc.
Yep.
An invasion in Merc's terms.
Yeah, yeah,
And that is absolutely a problem with
PLA?
PLA,
Yeah.
which is why I know for us, my son and I, we only print now in ABS. ABS is much more finicky to print.
yeah, yeah.
PETG is more forgiving, but both are very commonly used.
One other positive that you get out of ABS is you can use acetone.
Yes, yeah.
So my
Oh,
blaster,
God, this one.
yeah, the blaster I have back there is entirely printed out of ABS. So my plan is when I'm going to do final assembly, I'm going to acetone weld it together because I want when I do final assembly, it's never coming apart. So it's going to be welded together through and through.
I'm going to highlight something here that I saw. A couple things that I really, really like is the way that you just took a simple wooden block, okay, and you've wrapped your sandpaper around there, making your own sanding block. I also see these. I purchased a bunch of these from Amazon, these little sanding sticks, and they are great for those little fine details in here, right?
Yep.
Okay. Any other tools of the trade that you live and swear by?
Yeah, I definitely use an orbital sander, and then you can swap out the pads to get the different grit. So these are really nice. And then these, and then also these like sticks here.
I want to know about this. I don't know about this.
Yeah, so like they come in little packs like this, and then you can rotate the sandpaper.
Oh,
Yeah, yeah,
oh yeah.
yeah. And then there's like a pointed end, and then like a rounded end too.
Okay.
So I just got these and started using them today, and I've been loving them. It's been making it so much easier.
Hey, I learned one new thing today.
Yeah.
And that right there is worth the price of admission right there. I'm in love. I love it. Okay. Beautiful.
And then I saw you brought this
Yeah.
over here.
Yeah, so I found out that you can actually reshape PETG and ABS. Yeah, so I just tried this out like a week ago. You just take water, throw it in the oven, or for PETG, we had to use it on the stovetop, just
Okay.
like a big pan full of water, and
Oh,
then
you put it in a hot pot of water to
Yeah.
get it to
To soften
deform?
it.
Yep, and then like you just hold it underwater, and then like once you pull it up, you can shape it, and then it holds its shape. And so like if you reheat it again, sometimes it will go back to its original shape. But like I'm gonna do that today, even for my other shoulders, to kind of shape it in and kind of pull it in towards my chest more.
But okay, I hope this is coming around on camera, but to feel and see what is a beautiful dent
Yes, yeah,
is phenomenal.
yeah. I
So
was
that
just
is
playing
number
around with
two.
it, yeah.
That is number 2 of things that I've learned today.
Yeah,
And
I was just playing around with it too. Like I just like dipped it in there, and then like this was just like a test piece, so I just kind of messing around with it. Then I just stuck my thumb in there, and it was like, that looks like a blaster dent.
I love it.
So
I love it.
We could probably op test something similar with ABS because
yeah, let's do it.
All 3D printed material, like for the most part, once you get it hot enough, you can deform it.
Yep.
And as long as you're probably wearing gloves, you'll be fine.
Yeah.
Probably. All right.
So greetings. I see a lot more people have joined us. We're certainly glad to have you guys here. I will say again, hello. I'm Bill, Obi-Wan. Please drop us a comment. Where are you at on the planet? And we're very glad to have you here. If you have any questions whatsoever during the live stream, please put it up in the comments. We will do our best to address it.
Something else I've noticed here at the table is stick and paper. Sandpaper sometimes sucks to work with just in your hand, or if you fold it over. Putting it around a wood block like this,
A dowel.
or a dowel, or whatever, lets you get and work in those weird spots that would suck to do by hand. And it still sucks to do by hand. And then
And there's another familiar sight right there.
basic cheap machinist files.
yeah,
The only issue that I know we've tend to run into with these is you got to make sure you keep them clean,
Yeah.
or else they get clogged up
Yep.
really easily, because machinist files are really fine because it's designed to work with metal, not plastic and wood filler stuff and other things like that. So you need to just make sure that you're keeping them clean. And there's brushes designed to do that. You could probably honestly take a wire brush, like a wire brush, because we're doing costuming. We're not doing anything super fine for the most part. It's good enough.
Yep.
So you could probably take a wire brush and clean it out if you have to. Otherwise, it's just going to gum up, and then you're just pushing a hard piece of metal on something instead of actually filing it out.
Because you filled in all of the grooves. Now, you just brought out one of our other favorite things on the planet. We all live and
favorite.
breathe by.
yeah. It's filler primer. Yeah, so this is great because it can smooth out some fine scratches. So like this is normally like one of my last steps is to kind of smooth out all the scratches, and this stuff is great. I love it. Yeah.
So let me just ask you,
Yep.
what would be, let's say we're talking, you just got this piece right here off the print bed.
Yep.
What would be your method that you would do?
Right.
Because everybody does this differently, and
Yeah.
I would certainly love to hear your POV. How do we go from this to paint
Finish.
and done?
Yeah. So I'm still kind of messing around with that, but the method that I've been going with so far is like the raw print, and then UV resin to smooth out over the lines, and then sand that down. And then if there's like little air bubbles, I'll use I had it somewhere. The spot putty.
Yep, the
down
spot
there.
putty, which we've shown.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then just sand that down, and then by that point you could probably work your way up in the grits and get to like the higher and higher numbers. And then once it's pretty smooth, then I do a filler primer, and then go from there with your painting job.
Okay.
So-
What's your starting grit?
It depends. I kind of play around with it. Like right now I'm doing 120 because there's a lot of rough bits, but I'll quickly work down to like the 300 range, and then I like to go up to 600 before I do filler primer.
Wow.
But, yeah,
Okay.
but I've heard of people even going up to like 1,000 grit.
Before you use the filler primer.
Yeah, like
That's
this-
fascinating. Okay.
Yeah, like 600 grit. I mean, I found that that's pretty good. Like filler primer will fill in most of the scratches at 600 grit, especially if you're really careful to not like groove it.
Like,
Okay.
granted, most of the stuff I'm working on, I'm like, I don't care if it gets scratched or dinged
Yeah,
or whatever.
yeah.
I'm more concerned about getting rid of the fill lines. If it's got scratches, I don't care. If a scratch is against the print lines, that's fine.
So here
But
again,
that's my.
I'm going to ask
POV.
you the question because this is going to a very good point. Are you making clean, polished Beskar as opposed to rugged, rough Beskar?
Yeah, so I didn't bring my other kit, but my first Mando is very clean. My purple kit that I'm making is going to be very battle damage. This one is going to be pristine. Like I want to use 2K and Illumilester on it, and then get that like a perfect shine on it.
Okay.
So for that, it's going to have to be pretty much perfectly smooth.
So you're going to be wet sanding at 1,000 grit
Oh, yeah.
and higher.
Oh, yeah.
So that right there, I just do want to give folks listening, there are different levels of polish that we can go to. And that's why I love this back and forth about what are you doing for yours? Because we've done things in a completely different way. And I love hearing the back and forth as to why.
And going back to like where it doing stuff where it's going to be polished, it needs to be perfect.
Yeah.
If you're going to go weathered and heavily damaged, you might only need to go up to 600 grit.
Right.
Like my blaster, which is going to be weathered and covered in grime, to the point that my kit is. Honestly, past 600 is not worth it.
And really 400.
400, I think, is like the level I'm going to stop because after that point, in my case, it's just diminishing returns. But in this case, where you're going to polish,
Absolutely.
then it's absolutely worth it to go to those quadruple digit like sanding.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So-
All right. Again, I'm going to say hello to the folks that are on board that have joined us. We've got about 14 people live with us. Hello. We are very glad to have you all with us here. Please drop us a line. Where are you at on the planet? And do you have a question? Any particular piece of kit, piece of equipment, or process that you want us to chat about while we're live? That's what we're here for, is to talk story. Figuring out about those connection points and armor that is pre-ready for magnets. That is epic.
Yeah, that's fun.
Okay.
A new creator to investigate.
So I'm going to go over here because I always love seeing a good droid in progress.
This one, if you can't already get, actually, I want you to guess what it is. Who it is first.
Is it my favorite murder droid?
It is your favorite murder
Are
droid.
you building? Oh, guys. Yes, we love our little war criminal, our chopper. Tell us. Talk story. Tell us what you got here. And what's your name?
Rob.
Rob. And where in the world are you from, Rob?
Grand Rapids.
Grand Rapids. Awesome.
Yep, hour south of here.
So your chopper
Yep.
is in progress. Do you know about how many hours of printing you have or how many spools of filament have gone into this so far?
Let's see.
And I'm going to rotate around for like
23?
23 spools.
23 spools.
Woo.
After I had to redo the whole bottom layer, and then I had to redo the couple pieces on the second layer, and
So it is an iterative learning process, is it not?
yes, after the first hiccup, I decided that I didn't want to use epoxy anymore.
Fair.
So-
Okay. Now I'm noticing a couple things that you've got here that are newer to my world, and I'm glad to see that you're using them too. So I see that you're using the wood filler,
Yep.
as well as, let's see, your little sander. I heard about this on somebody's channel recently
Yep.
and fell in love with it.
Yeah.
What do you have here, and where do you get it?
You get these on Amazon, and they're foot sanders that you take calluses off your feet with. And they are geared so much that you can put actual pressure on them and they don't stop moving.
And the wood filler, tell me about why are you using wood filler as opposed to other methods for getting rid of VPLs or seam lines?
because it doesn't smell.
Ding, 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 right there. And it actually comes off really easily, doesn't
Yes. Yes, it comes off really easily, and it's easy to get off your clothes.
it? See? I'm liking this. This is somebody, and you've probably tried the other methods before, right?
Yes, and you turn it. You look like you're walking around Mars from that stuff.
And when I break out my apron later, you will see that. And I used a blue type of one. And yes, I have this turquoise blue powder on everything.
Yeah.
And this is more washable. It comes off your hands more easily. You're not using acetone. You can even use water to smooth this out, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
The only thing you can't wet sand it.
That's fair. That is a true statement. No wet sanding this.
Yes.
Okay. Well, I have to tell you, I am absolutely just smitten. I love to see
Approval photos?
I love to see a chopper no matter what. And now we're going to go show you what the process is like when somebody's getting ready to get pre-app. So Rob, Rob, right?
Yep.
Thank you for your time. Appreciate it.
Yep.
And again, thanks for joining us all. I see a couple more folks have joined us. We're at a live armor party in Michigan. And we've got folks from the Mandalorian Mercs, 501st, and we are in various stages of getting pieces of kit ready for approval and whatnot. So lots and lots of fun. Sorry about the sun. I'll try to keep that working for us here. Again, in the comments, I haven't seen any new comments in a little while. Please drop us a line. Just say hi. Let me know that you guys can hear me. Can somebody give me a thumbs up and just say, yes, Bill, your mic is working. Is my mic green?
Yeah.
My mic is green, trap is clean.
All right.
Okay.
Then we'll go over here and chat. This works fine?
Wherever works for you. So would you... Huh?
I know cameras can be finicky.
We're in good light right now. So if you want to give us your names and tell us what we're doing here.
Hi, I'm Sarah, also known as Jenga on the forums. I'm the Verilure Salish for Tricor, the compliance officer. And this is Megan.
Hi, I'm Megan. I'm Arvis13 on the forums, and I'm a UM taking my pre-clan, pre-app pictures for approval.
Woohoo!
Yeah, it's been great fun this last year working on it. I'm loving how everything's turned out so far. The axe that I just made today is turning out really cool. I still have some things I want to add to it, but I just want to make sure the weapon shape itself is good for approval, so we're going to send that to the regional pre-apps.
Excellent.
Yeah. And while I have you here, we might as well go through some basics.
Yeah,
so common
absolutely.
things we're looking at is making sure when you have your pieces together that there's no spacing or float. So you want it really nicely, conform to the body as she has. And you want it evenly weathered. And as you can see, she actually has 3D weathering. It's mud. It's really nice. And it's on the soft parts and it's on the armor. It's everywhere. And it's wonderful.
It's made out of tacky glue, dirt, and paint.
Oh, let's get that again. Say that again.
The mud is made out of 2/3 tacky glue, 1/3 paint of your choice, and dirt. Do not use kinetic sand. It will roll right off the armor, as I learned.
So, hang on. So, did you literally just go outside and get dirt?
No, I did this in April, so I needed dry dirt, and the only place I could get dirt was at the beach, but everything was soaking wet. So I got kinetic sand from the store. So everything right now is currently kinetic sand. So it took a lot of trial and error to get it to stick. So you couldn't use a paintbrush to dab it. You literally had to pick it up with a spoon and just go dab, dab, dab and press it on there so it sticks. And then after about 24 to 48 hours, everything stayed in place.
Okay, I'm not familiar with kinetic sand. I've never heard that term before.
Kinetic sand is like the moon sand that kids used to play with. It's like sticks together, less messy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it
Okay.
rolls right away.
Doesn't work for this stuff. Okay.
Just use dirt from the ground or from the beach, anywhere you can find dirt. That's dry.
Got it. All right. Other things that we're looking for with your Verilure hat on?
The other common fix is actually going to be PLA lines. So anything you print, sand it smooth. And I like to sand directly on the plastic. And after I've done that, sometimes I'll add resin when needed. And then I switch between Bondo and primer filler. The only other big one that I tend to see is your spacing on your visor. You want to make sure it's within 6 millimeters. And then you want all your soft parts form fitting. Those are your big tips to make sure you can get through pre-apps and into apps.
And then what type of photos do people do for pre-app?
You have to do a front photo, both sides, back photo, and a helmet off photo, and then a photo of both sides of your weapon.
Awesome. All right. Anything else you want to share, or are you good and happy?
I'm good and happy.
All right.
Join the Mercs.
It really
It's
is.
fun. It's a great community.
It is. It is a
Thanks.
great community.
Yep. Where to next? Do we want to talk to that gentleman?
Yeah, sure.
And then I started to put it on with this.
Hello.
Hello.
Howdy. You're
Sorry, I hope we're
explaining
not
something that
interrupting.
sounds really cool.
Oh,
Yeah.
So I was just mentioning, like, when I was sizing my helmet, this was the second print I did. And the first one ended up being a little bit too small. So then I ended up putting this one together, using just tape to kind of hold it all together. I think this was like a couple pieces. Taped together, seemed like it fit okay. So then I started gluing it all together, put it on. I'm like, okay, this is fitting perfectly. And then I started to add in the padding. And I put some padding right on the top there. And I realized as soon as I put it on, my eyes, instead of being right here, are now down here. So in order to kind of still have some padding there and not have my head just up against the PETG, I just grabbed a little piece of felt, cut it down, glued it there, and I'm like, oh, this is comfortable enough. I've worn it for probably about 8 hours at the most now, and never noticed it being that uncomfortable. So.
8 hours total, or 8 hours in one time?
Oh, at one time.
That's
8 hours
that's a
in
long
order.
that in kit.
Well, I guess I did take my helmet off and on quite a bit.
That's
during
still a
that
long time
but,
trooping. More power to you.
Yeah. So.
Yeah. I see you have a lot of electronics inside. Like, can we get a closer look at that?
Absolutely. So the files I got, and I got this on Thingiverse. It's got built-in fan mounting here. So just have fans, and I've got like a low speed and a high speed setting. So the
The
least a high
file
speed
came
over.
with fan mounting.
Yeah.
That's brilliant.
And then over here, so I just have this super glued in. My plan is to open this up, get the electronics kind of fitted closer to the end. And then I've got this, and then I have a wireless kit that I keep on my waist, on my belt. And with that, I've got like a voice modulator. It's got the speaker on there. And it's all powered by just this USB.
Battery bank.
Yeah, it was the thinnest one I could find. I was trying last night. Some people were asking me which battery pack it was, and so I pulled it up on my Amazon history, and it's like, oh, can't be found.
Sure.
So of
You
course
have to
that's-
find similar because they always change.
Yeah.
Also, talk to me about your pads, because you have a very pretty interior of your bucket. Mine are completely different. So that's why I love seeing how folks do things.
I think I used those same pads in my helmet.
Okay.
We just used a lot more of them because my helmet didn't fit my head perfectly.
And yours is just far prettier. So congratulations.
Thanks. No, I just found. I think it was like an airsoft kit or something like that.
I think
found.
I think I got the same one.
Yeah, and it came with quite a bit. It came with a. I think this was just one set I ended up buying and throwing it all in there. Kind of maneuvered it around a bit to kind of get it to sit on my head without moving around too much, but also be able to see out of it, and it worked out pretty well. So,
Excellent.
Fine.
This is the way.
this is the way.
I love it. Thank you for your time.
Thank
Yep. All right.
And so, folks, online, I have not seen any comments come through since Kimber Cochran said hi. So I'm really hoping that you guys are here, that you're hearing us, and that we're good. I'm going to operate on the basis that this is good. Okay? And if nothing else, Liam, I might have you open your phone up. I can take your mic, and let's just see if we're actually getting commentary. So if you mind telling us, I'm going to have you hold that, kind of hold it about, there you go.
Right about here.
Yeah, and go ahead and give us your name and screen name maybe.
Hi, I'm Jay. I am Atin Vorpan on the forums.
And where in the world are you from?
I'm from West Branch, Michigan.
Excellent. So tell us about your kit and what are you working on today?
Oh, working a lot of different things. My biggest issue lately has been trying to get placement and sizing. So the forum is a great place. You get a lot of different commentary from whistlers and other members, and get a lot of feedback on how to do that. But for me, I'm a lot more visual of an individual, so I need to see exactly where I need to be to make my fittings, and so it's kind of hard to do it just from the forum alone. That's basically what I'm doing.
And that's the beauty of the armor party is you have a Roosler on site. You have people that have been there, done that, got the T-shirt.
Oh, yeah.
Literally got the patch, and now they're guiding you through it, right?
Exactly.
Okay.
You know what I mean? It's like passing down from just the years and years of experience,
Mm-hmm. So I'm going to walk around to your backside because you have a back plate that I adore.
Oh, absolutely.
Go ahead and keep talking to the mic and tell me about what am I looking at here with this connection system, and why does this connection system make me so happy?
Well, I can't express why it makes you happy.
Why would it make you
but,
happy?
It's nice because I like how much of a load bearing system I built into it. Because when I designed this kit, I was printing things at 100% infill. So I have a very, very heavy jetpack that's attaching to it.
Hold on a second. You made a jetpack with 100% infill.
Glutton for punishment.
I've started doing blasters and armor plates at 100% infill to do a jetpack. You are psychotic, and I say that in the best possible way, but I don't, well, your chiropractor probably loves you too, right?
I resemble that remark. So before that, we had a lot of issues with float and things like that. So we finally got it strapped down. Hopefully, once I get my approval in there, I'm looking to do, one of the jetpack-based groups after that.
Okay.
So what I came up with this system that'll have it hidden underneath my plates here, with a really neat pull away.
What?
And that's how I secure it.
I'm sorry, what the bugger did I just see? That is the first time I've ever seen this.
That's what I've been told, is like no one has come across any sort of system where it actually is supported just by rivets, just by little snaps.
By snaps. Now this might, well, your material already isn't going to breathe much, so I don't think even the extra layers don't add extra heat.
Not really, no.
Okay.
How has heat been so far?
It hasn't been terrible for me. I sweat a lot and all that, but I do have plans on having a cooling vest underneath eventually, one that circulates water to actually help illuminate that. I've got plans for a neck fan that does cooling that'll fit underneath my visor, underneath my my helmet, my bucket, in between my collar plates. It's going to get painted up. It's going to look like it's in kit, and it'll circulate air.
So you're talking about the commercial off-the-shelf neck fans that are starting to come out more, because back in the day you could only get that at like the Sharper Image.
Darn tootin'.
And this isn't the one that gives you the cooling on the back of your neck. This is just extra fans.
The one I have has actually got the cooling in it as well. It does both.
Ooh.
It was very expensive, but it's going to make trooping 1,000% easier.
No kidding. Well, when you get that perfected, we need to talk, because anybody who's trooped for any great length of time knows the amount of pounds that we sweat off, the danger of heat stroke, of heat exhaustion, especially in humid conditions. I have learned a new, I think that was like number 3 or number 4 of majorly new things that I've seen today.
Yeah.
I love it.
Well, hopefully it'll come together and get approved in the next couple of months, and then I can pass on the secrets.
And so what are we using here for our straps? And you've engineered, I'm going to guess you engineered this all yourself, right?
I did. I kind of all came together. I saw an example of stuff for a certain community, and I took the idea from it there. All it is it's got a parachute clip right here in the middle, nice and plastic because it's to be hidden. And then I've got the straps with the keepers for the overheads, and the big part is you've got these giant metal rings, so that way I have omnidirectional placement as far as where I want the support to go, and I can adjust it all across the length here for my comfort. And since it's the ring, it's not a permanent setting. So if one day it's just not sitting right, I can make that easy adjustment in between trooping to be comfortable.
Absolutely brilliant. Learned a new thing.
And then, like, one of the things I'm thinking about is with that kind of thing, you could also potentially run straps down to your waist to help keep things. If you're having issues with it riding up or something, you could potentially strap it into a belt system to help keep everything stitchmated.
It's almost like it's almost to the point where a suspender system almost.
Like a fall system, fall protection system where you've got it around the legs and whatnot.
That's how I actually have my my thigh plates are suspended off of the belt plate, which is then connected to the suspenders that are holding the pants up and over the shoulders. So it's all self-containing and all balancing against each other as far as the gravity dynamics of it, to make it as easy and as comfortable as a troop as possible.
One thought I have had for doing a kit that I don't know if I will or not, but it's floated around in my head, is getting one of those, like the harnesses you get for rock climbing, and maybe doing one of the full fall harnesses, or some, maybe a pre-owned or used one, maybe that's no longer rated, but and then doing that kit up as like a mountaineering type. And if you already have the full strap system, and then just attaching your plates on top of that, doing your jetpack on top of that, and other things like that. And you have that big old D-ring right there. So in lore, you could attach yourself to the side of a mountain and then snipe.
Absolutely. You could have it for your own. You could have it for your own rigging system.
Yeah.
If it works in real life, why wouldn't it work in fantasy?
And as long as you make stuff, like make it look a little Star Warsy, that's all it needs to do.
It completely fits within the universe. And I believe that one of the brigades, mountaineering, might actually have that built in. And brigades are an upgrade level of coolness that you can do within the Mercs. Not required, but it does give you some cool kid points.
Absolutely.
All right.
Sounds like
Which
you're
one
going
of
to
the two
fun
of us
us
is
let
ringing?
you get to that.
All right.
So, yeah. Cool stuff.
She did. She found the blaster. She won't hurt herself. Hi, guys. So we're just doing a live stream about this stuff. If you have any questions about anything here, feel free to ask.
Yeah, we have the stuff up for sale right now.
Because I'm going to be moving soon. I've been doing this for years, so I'm trying to clear out things that will be taking up garage space. All right. I will go ahead and take these and let you all talk story. I'm going to shut off the other mic real quick. All right. I do want to thank you guys for being here. I feel so bad. I'm looking and I only see a handful of comments. So if we have not answered your questions, it's not because I'm ignoring you. It's literally because I'm not seeing any questions or comments come in. I do see a couple thumbs up and I see 13 people live at this moment. We're very glad to have you guys here checking out our armor party. In a little while, I'm probably going to put the phone up on the tripod and we're going to get to work on some blasters. We have an E22 here that he will be getting rid of some VPLs, some visible print lines. We'll be doing some sanding. I have a resin blaster that I did some repairs on with a ABS shroud that I had to reprint. So we're going to get all the stuff working together. And for some new folks that have popped in, I'm just going to walk around the armor party. I love seeing this. This is a dress form that was made for a particular person so that they can form and heat form their plastic and do their soft goods that fit exactly their body. And that is a brilliant way to go right there. We obviously have somebody here who's very, very good at leather work. We need to chat later. And yes. Oh, I don't need to chat with her now. I'm just... No, I'm just bragging on her because these are some amazing gaiters. Those spats are beautiful. I'm going to guess that Tandy Leather is your friend.
Oh, yes. I do like Tandy Leather.
Yes, we love Tandy Leather. All right. And then we have a gentleman here working on a chopper. And that's fun to see. He's using that beautiful, what is a toe sander. And always fun to see a droid in progress. Okay. And yeah, then we've got folks working on armor, getting pre-app photos done. And so this is an armor party. There are many like it, but this one is ours. This one is a memorial for a gentleman who was in the clan by the name of Zero Viz. I am not from Michigan, but my understanding is he passed away in the last year, was a very valued member of this clan, and this is being done in his honor. He had done these in the past, and so we're carrying on his name, his tradition. We're going to have a barbecue and a bonfire, and good, socialization, which is half the reason why we do this stuff, is getting together with other nerds that speak nerd like us and have the same type of severe interests, like dressing up in plastic spaceman costumes and trooping around parades, doing charity events, or just building cool things and spending way too much of our lives sanding out visible print lines. So with that, I might drop off for a little bit. I might come back on. I need to get a little bit of food in me. But I want to thank you guys all for coming on to our live armor party here in Michigan. It's been a joy, and keep on trooping, guys.